it's me. Come on. Wake up. Oh. I've got to go to work. Come on.
You're in early.
Oh. Good morning, Dr. Clay.
Can you sleep?
I thought I'd get a head start in here.
Really? Because after yesterday...
I just want a quiet day and for everyone to leave me alone.
Morning.
Morning.
You don't get paid extra for coming in early, you know.
Morning, Julia.
There's a message from the PCT. They wanted to know if they could change the time of the meeting.
Oh, right, thanks. Well, I'll give them a call then. Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. There's an agency nurse coming in today. Her name's Becky. We've had her before. She's very good.
Was no one informed me?
I'm informing you now. Anyway, Michelle's going to be back this afternoon once she's been to the university with Mike, so would you be kind enough to make sure that Becky settles in okay? Hello?
Julia, hi, it's me, Daniel.
What's that noise?
Yeah, I'm at the campus, and the code for the burglar alarm isn't working, and
What, you're not even supposed to be there today?
Yeah. One of my patients insisted that he left his wallet here, so I said I'd come in first thing, and, you know, and I...
Well, you've got the code, so I don't see why you...
It's okay, panic over. Sorry to bother you, bye. The code wasn't working.
Yeah, if it goes off, you have to press reset twice.
Right, okay. This isn't actually how it looks.
Oh, well, I appreciate the gesture and everything, but you're not really my type.
Yeah, I was at a function till late, couldn't get a taxi, so...
So you slept here?
We can keep this between ourselves, can't we? Archie?
See?
I'm afraid the surgery's closed. You'll have to come back later.
Oh, my name's Becky. I'm from the agency.
You can't be serious.
Sorry?
Our nurses wear a uniform.
Oh, I know I look a right state at the moment. Just one too many last night. I've got my uniform in my bag. It's just I didn't want to be late, so I thought I'd get ready here.
By the look of you, it's going to take some time.
Right, funny. Is it still through there?
Mm-hmm. And if there's anything you need, you let me know.
OK, thanks. Right. It's really very kind.
But right now, I suggest you hurry up and get changed.
Hello, Becky.
Hello.
Nice to see you again. I just thought I'd check and make sure everything's okay for you.
Yes, everything's great, thanks.
OK, well, listen, if you've got any problems, just get hold of Vivian or myself, all right?
OK, thanks. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Come in.
You asked for this?
Thanks.
So either you've got a date or you're in trouble with Julia.
Oh, I'm not in trouble.
Not that one. You know, studies have been done that reckon that most women find the natural scent of a man attractive.
I don't think Caroline would go for B.O.
The famous Caroline, I have heard rumours. Haven't you already had a date with her?
Not exactly a date.
But she has agreed to see you again. I heard that she was on medication.
I'm laughing inside.
She must really like you.
No, it's not so serious.
No, not yet, maybe.
Look, she's going through a divorce. Her confidence must be low. So what better way to get back out there than by going out with someone as unthreatening as me?
Sure, I must have dropped off then. You done? So, where are you taking her?
Well, she's kind of taking me.
She's taking you. She must really like you.
You know, I was quite relaxed till you came in.
Oh, that sounds so wonderful, Mrs. Thompson. Maybe I'll make it to the Caribbean one day. Right, this shouldn't hurt too much. Okay. Here we go. Oh. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Thompson. I'll just leave that there.
What did you do?
I couldn't find a vein. She tried to pull away. Right. Here.
Come with me. Let's get you a cup of tea.
It's okay. I can deal with
I'll
it.
sort it out.
It was an accident.
Everyone loves an optimist.
You've got to help me. She won't stop crying.
What have you said to her?
Nothing. Her boyfriend's been cheating on her, and now she thinks all men are dogs.
Oh, I wonder what gave her that idea.
Don't you start. Oh, go on. I'm not good at criers. I know you won't.
Yeah, I'll hold you to that. Hey, here you go. Drink this. Look, I know it won't make you feel any better, but we've all been there. It's just the way some men are. They think that playing the field makes them more of a man. They usually grow out of it, though some men never do. Look, I know I probably shouldn't say this to you, but if you really want to get back at your boyfriend, just pretend you don't care. Might make him realise what he's missing out on.
But this can't wait until lunchtime.
I'm sorry, Nurse Gaynor is working right now.
It's not good enough.
Will you please keep your voice down? Where do you think you are?
I'm not leaving here until I've seen her.
Then I suggest you go and wait outside.
Tim, what are you doing here?
At last.
Why don't you take this outside?
Of course. You had no right to embarrass me like that.
I didn't know what else to do.
Well, how did you even know I was here?
I called your agency. They seem to think we're still engaged. What a joke.
Look, just tell me what you want.
I want my stuff.
Tim, it doesn't have to be like this.
Oh, you've changed in the last 2 weeks, have you?
Maybe...
Oh, don't lie to me. I know about the party.
If this is going to be one of your lectures,
Look, just give me the keys.
That girl must be the most unprofessional nurse I've ever come across.
What's going on?
Oh, don't ask me. A lover's tiff, probably.
Well, maybe you shouldn't.
Are you all right? Who was that?
my ex.
Well, I can certainly see why.
I'm sorry you had to witness that.
Well, not to mention the patients.
It was unprofessional, I know.
Not for the first time this morning.
What?
Mrs. Thompson?
I'm hardly the first nurse who struggled taking a blood sample.
Maybe. But she claimed it was because your hand wasn't steady.
And I told you it's because she wouldn't keep still.
Well, I was led to believe you were an excellent nurse.
I am. Look, I know I have had a nightmare this morning, but I promise you nothing like this will happen again.
We'll see. But I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Looking for this?
Yep.
Look, if you really are struggling for a place to stay, then, well, I do know the address of the YMCA.
If you think you're going to wind me up about this, think again.
I've not told anybody. Yet.
There's nothing to tell.
Are you sure Julia would see it that way?
Come on, mate.
Mate? Oh, you must be worried.
You know what? Do what you're going to do, because we all know that telling tales is within your nature.
Oh, yeah? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, last time it was shopping Melody's brother to the police, I believe.
It wasn't like that.
Well, that's how Melody explained it to me during one of our post-coital discussions. Just after she said how good it was to be properly satisfied. For once.
I'm late, I know, I'm sorry.
It's all right, I noticed.
I do have a really good excuse, though.
Better be good, I'm a doctor, I've heard 'em.
I was dying to show you this. It took me ages to find.
See him reply. Is that Sid Barrett's autograph?
You see? I knew you'd appreciate it. You can borrow it if you like.
If it was mine, I wouldn't have let it out my sight.
In that case, I'll just have to make sure that I don't let you out of my sight.
Thank you. You want a drink?
Vivian, are you here to eat?
No, I'm just going back.
Oh, that's a shame. You could have joined me.
Were you pouring something in your drink just now? Gin? Vodka? Don't insult my intelligence.
Will you leave me alone?
You came to work with a hangover and your hands were shaking. Now this. I know an alcoholic when I see one.
It was just hair of the dog. We've all done it.
I haven't.
No, I meant normal people.
I shall be talking to the agency, and I doubt if you'll be working for a very long time.
Please don't. I love nursing.
I can't put my patients at risk because you have a drink problem. If you want some help, then get it. But in the meantime...
Look, I know I have been drinking too much lately, but it's only because I've split up with my fiancé. I don't normally touch alcohol.
That says maybe. But you leave me no choice.
Hang on, please. I have Parkinson's disease.
If that's a joke, it's in very poor taste.
Well, I wish it were.
Am I talking too much about this?
Not at all.
You're being polite. Someone else's divorce is hardly riveting, is it?
No, it's very interesting.
It's Ed I feel guilty about the most. I'm always worrying about how it's affecting him.
Kids find a way to cope.
What, by drinking and taking drugs?
You know what I mean.
I'm not down about all this, don't think that. It's kind of weird. I feel like I've been given a new lease of life.
I know exactly how you feel. It's been a long time coming for me, but I definitely feel there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Which is always a good thing, I think. Only sometimes it's like an express train coming right for you.
You can still give me a hand.
No chance. You owe me, remember? Just can't yourself look I didn't make you do a condom demonstration.
Yeah, we could have sold tickets at least.
And the ego has landed.
Then again, maybe it wouldn't have worked with me. Room is rather small.
What are you like?
I will say something though. You are good at this advice stuff, you know, getting people to open up. It's a real art.
That's very sweet.
Did you mean what you said earlier to that girl? You know, the crier, about men never growing up?
Some men, I said. Not you, I'm sure.
Hey, do you want to get a drink when you get off?
Yeah, I might be free.
That'd be good if you were. You know, me, you and Archie should get together more. Be like the three nurse musketeers.
These stooges, more like. Yeah, I'll just see how tired I am later.
The tremor started last year. My doctor thought it was anxiety at first.
When were you diagnosed?
Just 4 months ago. It's rare, but I found out the hard way you don't have to be old and grey to get Parkinson's.
Why did you keep it to yourself?
Because Because I didn't want people feeling sorry for me or treating me any differently.
I can understand that. It must have been a terrible
You see, you're already feeling sorry for me. I think I preferred it when you didn't like me.
I was concerned about the patients. And that scene outside wasn't anything to do with...
Well, that's why we were arguing.
Because of your condition.
He couldn't cope with it. That's why he ended the engagement.
That's disgusting.
No, I haven't exactly been easy to live with.
That's no excuse. That's just weakness, plain and simple.
It's not. He's a good person. Please, can we just keep this to ourselves when we get back to work?
So you're not going anywhere.
I barely touched my drink.
I don't mean that. You're obviously very upset about your fiancé. You shouldn't have come in today.
But if the agency find out about my condition, well, I don't know what they'll do.
We'll see about that. And in the meantime, I'm going to take you home.
Right. Thank you.
You're right about this place.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Spend all afternoon there.
But you have to get back.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I have an appointment with my solicitor anyway, so...
Well,
my ex is looking after Ed tomorrow. The house is going to be empty. You could always come over and eat at mine.
yeah, I'd love to. You cook?
You said I was talking about food.
What about Miss Parsons? What will you tell her?
She doesn't have to know all the details. I'll say you felt ill.
You'd do that for me.
If you keep your promise and inform the agency when the Parkinson's gets too difficult.
Definitely. I won't let you down.
You'd better not.
You know, when I first met you, I thought you were a bit of a, well, battle axe.
Oh, what maybe gave you that idea?
Well, not anymore. You're a bit of a softie, really. Oh, no.
Becky,
Tim, I just can't handle this right now.
that makes a change.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself,
What?
running out in her like this.
Do yourself a favour. Stay out of things that are nothing to do with you.
Well, what sort of man leaves his fiancée when she gets ill?
Is that what she told you? For your information, she finished it, not me.
And why would she do that?
Because I tried to make her face things.
What?
She's carrying on like nothing's happened. She won't take her medication properly. She's out partying all night. Look, I tried my best, but it obviously wasn't good enough. Now, if you don't mind, I'm busy.
How did it go? Come on, I want every dirty detail.
Well, what can I say? Seemed to go well.
How well?
She's invited me round to hers tomorrow night.
There you go, stud. Oh, you could sound a bit more enthusiastic.
I am. She's the best thing to happen to me in a long time.
But
No buts. Just hope I live up to expectation.
well, I thought everything was all systems go.
Yeah, okay. It's been a while.
That was like riding a bike. Not the Caroline's.
Why don't you get out before you say something really stupid?
Oh, believe it or not, I am normally quite a tidy person.
That young man was right.
Sorry?
He thinks you're not coping, and judging by this place, he's not wrong.
I am coping with this the best way I know how.
By not taking your medication.
I just forgot a few times.
To think I felt sorry for you. Well, I can't help someone who won't help themselves.
You didn't feel sorry for me. You felt guilty for being so horrible.
I came here because I thought you needed to talk.
What's the point? You don't understand what it's like. Nobody does.
Why don't you explain?
I'm not me anymore. As soon as people know about it, I'm not Becky. I'm that girl with Parkinson's.
You can't keep this sort of illness a secret forever.
I can for as long as possible.
Silly girl. If you don't accept this illness now, it'll be 100 times worse later on.
That could be years.
Not if you don't act now. Take your medication, change your lifestyle. Otherwise, your symptoms will only get worse.
I just wanted to enjoy a normal life for as long as possible.
You can still have one. Your life isn't over because you've got Parkinson's.
I know that. It's just that it felt like it was for a long time.
And now?
It's not easy when everything seems to be falling apart because of it. My fiancé's packing in the next room.
Isn't that because you're trying to ignore it?
Oh, and if I accept it, then everything will be wonderful again.
Or will it be any worse?
It couldn't be.
And then once you petition the court, it should be a formality. Unless your husband decides to defend.
He's still living with his bimbo. I don't think he'd dare.
Yeah, well, then we stick with adultery as the primary cause for the breakdown.
And I'll officially be free.
I know it feels like this has gone on forever, but we are on the home straight now.
Yeah, thanks to you.
So, how are things generally? Last time we talked, you said you had a date.
Yeah. I've got a good feeling about this one, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, there's a really good spark between us, that's all. Which is kind of weird, because I've never been out with a doctor before.
A doctor?
Yeah, Nick West, you know him.
Yes, I do.
And?
Nothing.
Well, come on, if there's something I should know about him, I'd rather hear it from you.
Oh, I barely know him these days.
But you did know him. What, is there something wrong with him?
Just be careful.
First few weeks after I was diagnosed, all I could think was, why me? What did I do to deserve this?
Nothing.
That's what made me so angry. I took most of it out on Tim. I started drinking and going out.
And he got fed up.
Eventually. Gave me enough chances, though.
Why did you lie about who ended the relationship?
No, it's just easier.
Easier than?
Easier than explaining that I ended it for his sake.
I don't follow.
I could end up in a wheelchair one day.
You may not.
But it's a possibility. And he'd be trapped, stuck in a relationship, desperately trying to escape, and I'd see it in his eyes and I couldn't handle it.
Don't you think you deserve that chance?
Yeah, I think I did.
Tim.
You had no right to underestimate me like that.
I gave you a free pass.
Yeah, I didn't ask for one.
Just think how you would feel if I can't feed myself, or I can't go to the bathroom properly.
If that happened, I'd handle it.
You can't possibly know that at this moment.
Oh, so that's it then. I don't even get to try.
Tim, it's for the best.
Well, there's nothing more I can say then, is there?
Right, listen to me. I don't believe either of you want to split up. Well, do you? Look, sit down. Sit down. Look, I think you're about to make the biggest mistake of your lives. So start talking.
None of what's happened has affected how I feel for you.
Me neither.
Are you sure he's actually homeless?
Yeah, he admitted as much.
That makes me feel kind of sorry for him.
He's an arrogant, self-centered prat.
Oh, you're a fan, I can tell.
You weren't here when he was sniffing around Melody, always trying to get into her, you know.
Okay, look, so Daniel's a prat, but do you think petty revenge is the answer?
Yeah, I do. He deserves it.
Don't you think you're being a bit childish?
Fine if you're not up for it.
I just thought you were a better man than this, Archie Allen.
You're so easy to wind up. There is nothing wrong with a bit of petty revenge, just as long as I'm not on the end of it.
Well, and you wouldn't let me down?
So, you got it in mind?
From what I've heard this morning, Celia's suicide has really shaken all of us.
She died in that bed, Alice!
I know! I found her!
I've done some bad things too.
Ooh. The missing body for Dr. Sloan to find next on BBC1 Scotland. Trouble is, it was last seen in his house. Later, Anne Robertson's full of scorn for the weakest link. She's in fine form today. That's at 5:15.